just don't think they notified us of much. I mean, that job that Schaefer did on your street was, what, a year ago?
It was last year.
It was last year.
And I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, which is extremely inconvenient, but I don't think the gas companies let us know.
Well, I didn't take the permits.
They have to get permits, but how far in advance?
Our advance was GI to get the permits before we start cleaning.
I'm not sure I have.
What?
I can find out.
Yeah, that's something, you know, because if it is, if we knew that there was going to be work done, we had the street cleaned, that is silly.
Yeah, Jason didn't know, and, you know, I dialed the 811 number, and that's how I was able to find out. That was legitimately processed for the But, you know, like I said, that is just a little thing compared to all the other things. And, you know, I only served on council one term, and a lot of what these people, folks are talking about now is just like the icing on the cake of what has occurred. You know, the electric rates kill a lot of businesses in town. And whether or not some people who voted differently than me agree with me, and a lot of the questions I brought up never, ever made the paper. I questioned, you know, Jim Arvilla constantly. Never made the news. Never. Never. I was never put it on anything. Never. Probably will happen. Never was before. The facts never got to the public. Disappointing. The truth. It's all people will want. And the truth sometimes takes people off. But it's the right thing. Yeah, the truth will take people off. You tell somebody the truth, they may not like it. I wasn't like, he wasn't like, Harry wasn't like, Bill wasn't like, but some. I was like,
two sides of this purposely political scene.
that's right. I like, you know what? I like everybody who I served with. They were all purposely residents. But, you know, you gotta do the right thing for the town. I think that's where it started. Could have been before that, I don't know the whole issue, but all I know is, you know, I always try to do the right thing. And I expect a lot of people to do the right thing.
That's what we're trying to do.
I hope so.
I wasn't going to say anything because Councilman Pizzollo isn't here to say anything back to me, and I would really like to hear his feedback. He interrupted me when I was speaking to him, when I brought up the fact that, you know, he called it, you know, a black mark and it was a mistake. Those were his words. And he started saying, oh, you think we knew it was going to happen? No, I didn't. The rest of my statement was exactly how many more black marks and mistakes are we supposed to say? It was just a mistake, it won't happen again. As I got up to leave, though, he looked at me and said, those in glass houses shouldn't throw rocks. You know what? I like glass. It's transparent. Everybody knows who I am in Perkasie. Most people know me as Aunt Beck. I'd like to know how many people on council up there opened their home up and let people live with them who were trying to get clean. I want to know how many of those sitting up there have given up days at work to sit at Grandview and hold someone's hand through crisis until they can be placed. How many nights sleep they have given up to hold somebody's hand and let them say whatever they need to say all night long to keep them from going to do their drug of choice. I can't save everybody, but I try. So go ahead and look at my glass house. You can see everything I do. I can sleep at night. And as for accountability, right, wrong, or indifferent, I accept every action and consequence from anything I do. And believe me, I've made some wrong decisions. I've tried to help people that don't want to be helped. And I've paid the price dearly for it. I've almost lost my house many a times, keeping people in my house, trying to keep them off drugs and spending my money that I work hard for. So tell him to go ahead. I'd like to see his house be that transparent.
There is a problem with I'm just going to blatantly say rudeness up there. And like I said, when I got up there this past meeting, I saw 8 people with their heads down, not even listening to a word I think it was that Luther was saying. Not one word. It is so rude. I have been up there so many times, and I'll tell you what, even when Marty Gaiman was back up there, and he hated every minute, every time I got up there, he looked me right in the eye when I was speaking. He didn't put his head down and start writing until I sat down, but everybody would sit and pay attention and listen to what you have to say. And to sit there, and I sat there and looked and thought, my God, nobody's listening. Everybody's getting up there and saying things, and nobody's listening. That's the rudest thing in the world. Absolute rudeness. If you're not going to pay attention, don't sit up there. Because these are the people, it's our town. It's all of our towns. And if these guys are that concerned, they should be looking and listening to what somebody's saying.
I just want to go back to Andy's comment about our borough manager and having a vested interest in our town. I think it's really important that, we do look for somebody that has a vested interest in our town, because I think it would make them appreciate it more, not only because it's their job, because they would live here. I mean, we're all coming out to these meetings and we're all here now, not because it's our job, it's because we care. We live here. We have a vested interest. I think it would be better to have a manager that was within our borough, here with us, seeing how it all goes on, not just because it's their job, because they live here too,
I agree. I'd like to have the borough manager, I'd like to have the police, it'd be great if they could all live here, but, I just don't know how feasible that is.
I mean, it just makes more sense for somebody that's in charge of running our town. They could make any choice they want, and we're at their mercy, and they can just go back to whatever of their town of choice. They don't have to live with the decisions that they're responsible for making,
Exactly.
like we do. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Everybody out there should be living in this. That should be our
We want to
real.
meet those very close. It's really close. Yes, ma'am.
I'll make one comment on this, and I'd like to go with fire trucks. I do believe that our police chief should live in town. So no one should be considered for a position here without being able to.
And I don't know if that's legal with the police right
Yes.
there.
Allen County is searching for their replacement police chief. They have a news article on about it, and they are also, that's part of everything everybody said. They said what they want and what the officials said. He has to live in town.
Did the mayor respond to that?
But we're already into, the town board, and I can tell you that the criteria is to be, I believe, within 15 miles.
Well, that's too far away. They should.
It definitely is too late to change that.
Well, that's
criteria.
not an acceptable position. Because he should live either at the most in the northern part of Hilltown or the southern part of East Rockville, which would place him much closer than 15 miles. That is unacceptable, 15 miles for the police.
Out of all the applicants that we had, do you know roughly how many were actually from the immediate area that applied?
I think what I would call the,
Or just the Ben Ridge area?
yeah,
One.
Well, that would mean everybody else would have to move. Anybody else who applied for the job would have to move. If they're coming from the middle, if they're coming from